Indie Mogul.
Hi everyone, Russell from Hey Killer here with the show where you submit your best YouTube videos, I make one of my own, and we throw it all together into one easy to watch playlist. And this week is Dance Movie Week on a show that we like... Oh God! Now don't be worried everyone, that was just a simulation of what we've been going through here in New Jersey this past week. From earthquakes to hurricanes that spawned tornadoes, it certainly seemed like the end of the world around here. Good enough. Now we're still going to go ahead with the theme of dance movies this week, even though we didn't actually get to make our dance movie. We were actually going to shoot Friday and then the entire cast and crew canceled on us, but we still did make a little short film. It's related to the whole cancellation by natural disaster thing, so we got that at least. But more importantly, we have your submissions too. First up, we have Indestructible, a short dance flick from Paige Manley. This one was submitted to us by Simply Insane. It's about a pop star and the effects that fame has on her. Here's a hint, not good. We quickly follow up all that seriousness with Shlep Up 3D from Electric Spoofaloo, submitted to us by steeniebear. Now when going through all the entries this week, that was one we were really excited about because Chad and I actually watched Step Up 3D to prepare for this week's episode. Not as bad as you'd think. Then we pull back around to really Seriousville with Eye of the Beholder, which proves, like Chad suggested last week, you can make a horror dance film that isn't thriller. And there aren't a whole lot of dance movies out there, so we go back to the big channel well again this week with Rhett and Link's Dancing Across America. Now Rhett and Link, if you haven't watched their work yet, their show on IFC is really funny, and their videos online, great as well. Subscribe if you haven't. But we're going to start the list off with our movie for this week. We shot a little short thing that we threw together before everybody panicked and ran into their homes and boarded up their windows, with the 4-year-old actor who was going to be the lead, who was also the only one to show up for the shoot on time.
But then you turn around, look at Russell, and you say,
"Thanks, kid." Next week, the dance movie that we were going to make this week will debut. Now, since we can't exactly do dance movies 2 weeks in a row, there's really not a lot of dance movies out there. Next week, a video free-for-all. There is literally no topic. The topic is everything. Send me whatever you think is your best work. I want every video to be a subscriber video this week. And it can be anything you want, thanks to the elements screwing this week up. So submit your movies, any movies, to those links. You can send it to us on Facebook. You can send it to us on Twitter. You can email it to us, or just message us on here. Any one of you can be featured on Indie Mogul next week. And that goes for everyone. Submit your work. It can't hurt to try. But enough about that. What time is it, Chad?
time
That's what I learned about you. Now last week for our comedy episode, we asked you to tell us what was the funniest thing that's ever happened to you, with the reward being that $25 Best Buy gift card. Now I have to give special mention to XXZera and FunnyBlah1. They said the funniest thing that ever happened to them was watching our videos. Thanks guys! But for the really funny stories, it came down to 2. The first one here is the runner-up, Jared Jenkins. Runner-up funny story. It was a tough decision. He wrote, "One of my friends pulled into the parking lot I was parked in, so naturally I went up to greet him. He started putting the reflective sun protector in his windshield, so I started jokingly banging on his car's hood. And in a Randy Savage, R.I.P., voice, I yelled, 'You can't hide from..." Should I do a Randy Savage voice? "You can't hide from me, I'll destroy you." Is that alright? Yeah, that's good. Next thing I know, a complete stranger gets out of the car and runs around the other cars in the parking lot into his building. It wasn't my friend at all. Embarrassing. That was pretty embarrassing, Jared. You know, it almost won you that gift card. But instead, as runner-up, what you get is nothing. Nothing for a runner-up, but you're on our radar now. Our favorite funny story goes to Sunnybrook, who wrote, and we're gonna have to censor this one quite a bit, "I was 7 months pregnant walking my dog around my apartment complex when I suddenly felt like I was having contractions and started to panic. 15 seconds later, I myself. As it ran down my legs, I still had stomach pains and couldn't walk anymore. Hunched over as I was, a neighbor came out to see if I was okay because she thought I was in labor. Nope, false alarm. I just myself. So after 5 minutes of realizing what had happened, I had to walk all the way home, leaving a trail of behind me." And she's not talking about the baby folks. Sunnybrook, for that, you get the $25 Best Buy gift card. Next week, our question for dance movies is, taking the whole Fight Club question into the dance realm, if you could have a dance battle against any historical figure, which one would you choose and why? Our favorite answer that we received will not get that Best Buy gift card that the last two got. Oh no. We're going even fancier this time. A little something to help you make your own movies, suggested to us by Justin and Eric. Thanks, guys. It's the Cowboy Studio hands-free shoulder pad for camcorders. And if you receive that, you'll get something that even I don't have. I don't have one, but I have seen it in action and it works great. In fact, I need to order one, so... Chad?
Yeah?
Let's bring up the playlist.
Got it.
Now, we recommend that you start at the top. That's why we labeled it Click Here to Start. Pretty clever on our part, right? After that, you see the buttons to all the other movies we'll be watching this week. You can start the playlist in the middle if you'd like. It'll loop back around to our movie too, but we'd really prefer it if you would just start at that top one that says Click Here to Start. It makes it easy on everybody. It's the top button. It's the one that you would be more naturally inclined to pick anyway. So just go ahead. Click that one to start.
It does make more sense to start with the top, and
clearly,
that's what I would do.
Yeah, we didn't get to do the whole dance movie thing this week, but that wasn't our fault. It was nature's fault. The kid that was the star of it, he cried because we couldn't do the other one.
That is actually the truth.
Yes.
He cried.
He cried.
Because we could not shoot our dance movie.
A movie quest made a 4-year-old cry.
Yes!
Yeah! So really though, for his sake, start at the top, watch the movie. Technically it's his first starring role, though the real starring role comes next week. Hey, did you see all my, award stuff that I won?
Yeah. Did you see the Hollywood film I was in while I was in California?
Hollywood Schmollywood. Garden State Film Festival. Best homegrown short.
I was in a movie with Chekhov from Star Trek.
Fair enough. God, I hope you're off camera. I don't know, that's a wide lens.
David.
There's a couch in his way.
You win this time, Hasenauer. You win this time.